My name is David Birnbaum. I am a global garment industry specialist. In my time, I've worked for major retailers, major brands. I've worked for the factories. I've worked for governments. I've worked for institutions such as the World Bank, the Inter-American Development Bank. I've written books. I've taught at the Institute of Textiles and Clothing in Hong Kong and the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York. I'm telling you this because I want to have some credibility. I want to talk to you today about the failure of the brick and mortar store. Right now, we are in the throes of global industry pandemic. Stores are dying left and right. Most recently, we're talking about Topshop, which has been successful for maybe 50 years, out of business. Debenhams, established in 1784, out of business. Both bought out by the pure play internet companies. There is an advantage to a store that cannot be duplicated on the internet. You go to the store, you can actually see the garment. You go to the store, you can actually feel the garment. You can try the garment on. You can't do that on your computer. The problem is that the advantages of the store are not enough to bring people into the store. So the store of the future, the first thing the store has to do is get the customers to show up. If you are in the fashion business and you're looking to sell fashion to, let's say, reasonably educated men and women, you want to have a venue which will bring them there. I suggest that the store of the future will be modeled after the 92nd Street Y in New York City. This is a YMCA or YMHA. They were established in the 19th century basically to teach Christianity to people. Later, they offered services such as accommodations to respectable and responsible young people who were traveling, inexpensive restaurants. Over a period of time, each Y changed to meet the needs of that community. The 92nd Street Y exists to meet the needs of educated, middle-class New Yorkers. It is probably the greatest cultural icon in the city. It has events, it has musical offerings, it has seminars. If you're interested in yoga, they have classes for yoga. If you're interested in mysticism, they have classes in Kabbalah. Whatever your needs, the Y is able to fulfill those needs, and it is a draw to people. Most interestingly, it has a kindergarten. It is a unique institution because New Yorkers believe that the 92nd Street Y kindergarten is the greatest school in the world. If you want your child to go to Harvard University, you send him to the 92nd Street Y kindergarten. I'll tell you a story. Some years ago, a journalist for the Wall Street Journal was found to be touting shares bribed by Citibank. The Wall Street Journal, which at the time had a tremendous reputation for probity, splashed the story all over the newspapers, explaining every aspect of the scandal. The one thing they didn't explain is why the journalist did the work. Why did he work for Citibank? What did they offer him? They didn't offer him money. They offered him something more important than money. The bank guaranteed that his son would be admitted to the 92nd Street Y. That is really something special. We want a store for the future. We want to draw people in. We have to have something to bring the customer there. The store of the future will have events. It will have concerts. It'll have seminars. It'll have all these things that are offered by the 92nd Street Y. It will also have an opportunity to buy clothing. But it will not have this enormous store with stock and things of that sort. It'll be the store of the future, where the customer goes in to a booth, has the computerized 3D sizing an 8-digit number unique to them. They then look at the garments, they see what they like, and they order them. The garments are not kept in the store. They're not produced in the store. They're produced someplace else. You have the computerized pattern making that takes the 8-digit number. You have on-demand cutting, so that the garment can be delivered 1 or 2 days later. That is the future of brick and mortar. That is the store that internet cannot compete with. Thank you.